Hello everyone. Today we're at my friend Twi's base and we're going to do a little more pranking. So last time I was here, I mostly just put a lot of trees around his place and maybe a couple of magma blocks over by his nether portal over there. And that was pretty much it. It wasn't a lot. And then he came to my base, brought with him a bunch of cows, and made a bunch of noise machines, and it was just a lot. So now it's my turn to get him back. And, I've got just a few things ready, nothing much, just a little bit. It shouldn't take very long. Not at all. So we're gonna get started. The first thing I wanted to do, since we're hanging out at Twi's today, was make him a little aquarium. Last time I was here, I had placed magma blocks all these places where the netherrack is now, and anytime he'd step on them, he'd get a little bit of a burn because there was carpet over top. You didn't see it. But we're gonna switch that up today. Instead of burning, this time it's going to be filled with water. We're just going to place a little bit of sand. He doesn't need that, right? We can always replace it. Now, Twi, if you're watching this, I do promise to put everything back. It'll all look exactly how it was before. Now, I brought a few fish along, just to help make it a little more friendly, a little more aquarium-y. You don't go to an aquarium and not see fish. So we just got a couple here. And of course he's got an infinite water source right over here, so it's really easy to just go back and forth and fill the whole thing up with water. There. There we go, a couple quick trips back and forth and we've got lots of water. We're going to add a couple of underwater plants. Spruce the place up a little bit. Make sure not to drown. It's a very important step. Here, I think that looks pretty good. So that's done. Nice and easy. We're going to put our plants back in here because we don't need them anymore. I think the next thing we're going to do is going to go over to the statue, actually. So we no longer need the water buckets. Probably going to need these. Definitely want those. Water buckets can go back. You know what? We'll just bring the whole chest with us. Now this is his Starlight Glimmer Temple. He's been working really hard on it. It looks amazing, by the way. But I noticed that there's a couple of doors. And I kind of want to try and force him to go through just this one. So first thing we're going to do is set up traps with the other two. Try and make getting through them at least a little harder. This is inspired after what he did to me, so it's all fair. Remove this real quick. We're going to put this one facing this way. And this one facing this way. Yeah, easy as that. And the doors keep slamming in your face, you can't get out. I accidentally placed a couple of observers over there, but that's okay, we'll go fix that in just a second. Take that back. There. So hopefully that stops them from being able to come in that door. We're going to go to the other one. And it's the same thing here. One observer there. There. Now this is the door I think he goes through most often, so this should be the one that's easiest to handle. Where did I put them? So we're going to grab our pistons. We need the tripwire hooks. We need the string. Going to need wood and the redstone torches. If I've done this right, it should be fairly simple. So I just need to place tripwire hook, and a string. So that'll activate the trap. And then we come through here. Okay, so the system is simple. We've got the tripwire hooks, and it goes to that redstone torch. When you step on the hooks, it turns it off, which turns that one on. You can't see it from this side, but there's another one up there. That one's like this, it's turned on, and when you trip over it, it'll turn it off. That's what we want it to happen. So we're going to take out this block too. I'm going to put a piston like this and like this. We're going to cut out this block and this block. And we place one of our blocks here, redstone like that. So it should be, when we go back down here, and we go over the tripwires, they both pull back like that. And then, all we do is we take our anvils, and we place them here, and here. So now, when someone walks through that door, we'll just do a quick little display. When someone walks through the door and sets off the tripwire, it's not a far enough drop, it shouldn't kill him. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it gets him. Just gonna put these back super quick. And we'll put them up here so that he can put all his blocks back when it's done. If you want me to come back and clean it up, Twi, I will. Now for the next one, I noticed on the back of her neck here, there's a little opening. And if you go inside, it's not just a little opening, there's a lot going on in here. And there's lots of free space over here. And if you go down, whole rooms in the hooves, back hooves have a little hole here, which drop into the basement. I don't know why, but we're going to make it a little more dangerous. Now when I came here to scope, that one actually didn't look like that. He must have added to the basement last night after I went to bed. Because when I came here, it was just a free fall drop into the basement. So I'm going to have to go check out the basement now, see what he's done differently. But we're still just going to add a little magma. So if you come down, that's what you're greeted with. Now we're also didn't bring a crafting table, so we're gonna have to make one super quick. My inventory was kind of full. I didn't have an option. We're gonna go like that and just make 2 trapdoors real quick. We're gonna add one there. I'm gonna go on the other side and add one there. And one there. Why did I do that, you ask? Well, I've actually got a good reason. We're gonna go back upstairs. And I may have brought along some eggs. Just a few, nothing major. There we go. So we're gonna catch this guy super quick. Come on. There we go. And we're gonna attach this guy. Oh, a little higher. Like that. There we go. And just to make it even a little better, we're gonna name him Dinner Bone. So not only is he chicken, he's an upside down chicken. So he's a little nuts. We're gonna add a couple of torches right here just so it's a little easier to see if when he comes in to check it out. It just looks funny. And then we're going to use the rest of our eggs to just add a couple more chickens to the mix. So there we go. So now we got some chickens running around. We got 2 hanging up inside of her head. It's a good little hello. Oh, some escape, but that's okay. They can hang out inside of his temple. One of the other jokes I wanted to play, one of the other things I wanted to do, was to leave him a little bit of a taste of the orange eye. When I came back here to scope out and get ideas, he had a lot more scaffolding going on over here, so he's since taken that down, making my job a little harder. I'm not actually going to take away any of the blocks that are there. I know how hard he's been working on this. We're not here to destroy things, we're just here to have a little fun. So no blocks are being replaced, they're just being put over top. So we're going to start right here. Her face is a little too pink, and her eyes a little too blue. So we're going to stretch out this way. There, that already looks a lot better. But that's not enough. We gotta add in a little black. We're gonna start here-ish, go around. Gotta cover the nose. There, I think that looks pretty good. It's already looking a lot better. So now, since I've got an arm of black, I'm gonna cover her entire hoof. All the way up. Not that one. Did you guys see that lore thing from the Dream SMP with Carl Jacobs? The one where he goes to Dream XD's clock? That was crazy. Before I watched that, I was thinking, yeah, I'm a decent builder. You know, I'm not the best in the world or anything. I'm not like Foolish's level, but I'm pretty good. I'm not bad. And then I saw that. And the builds, this amazingly huge, fantastic detail build. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. I am not a good builder. I am nowhere near a good builder. It blows my mind, and I can't even imagine how long those took. Like, did someone on the server build those? Like, or was that, like, someone they hired to do that? Or did they all work together to place that block by block? Like, I would really love to know, like, who or what made those. They were amazing. I'm gonna be thinking about those for a while. And those trees in the others, those trees in, oh man, the trees were fantastic. Like, oh, I'm such awe. And I thought I was kind of, I'm in such awe, and I thought I was doing pretty well, but now to see like what I can aspire to, the great lengths that someone can go to build such fantastic things, like, yeah, I've got a long way to go. I've got such a long way to go if I want to be a good builder, but you know, it's not so bad to have those goals in mind. I can look up and see, this is where I want to get, this is where I want to be, this is how well I want to do, and then I make steps getting there. I can go, okay, I want to work on my trees. I want to get better at making trees look good, and not just like here using the logs and put some just leaves on it. No. Like, I saw that they were using fence posts for branches, and I was aware of that before. I hadn't tried it before, but I've seen it. And then they used glass and stuff instead of leaves for the trees, and it was just this really cool idea. I was like, I hadn't thought of that. Why hadn't I thought of that? So now there's like new ideas coming to mind, and like the cloud shapes and the way they had like just a couple random light blocks to kind of light it up in a certain way that they did. It was so pretty. And there's so many things I want to do now. like even Twi here, like this huge statue he's building, it's beautiful. And he's new to the game. Like, he's newer to the game than me. And this is what he's pulling out the first time out the gate, and he's trying this big build. It's like, wow. But it's good. It's good. There's always that next step up. And it's good to see, like, the top of the peak that you want to reach. That way big step way up there. But it's also good to see the little steps. Because if you look up at the sky and you see a great big towering monster in front of you and you go, I can never get there, it's going to be too much. It's going to overload your system. You're going to freak out. You're not going to be able to get there. But you got to stop and look down. Look at your feet and look at the step directly in front of you. Or maybe you don't know what that step is right now. Maybe you got to figure out what that step is. But figure out that step. And then take that step. And then take the next step. And the next step. Because the 10,000 stairs you have to take to get up to the top of that peak starts with that one single step. And you can't just launch yourself up to the top. You can't just get there in an afternoon. You have to take the steps. One step at a time. Take your time. Get there. And that's so cool. I really want to get there. There. That's a lot better, I think. Got the black going all the way down onto the arm. Looks a lot like me. So I think that's a lot better, don't you think? A lot more beautiful. Just what the aesthete wants. Alright, so now that we've done that, we're going to move on to the next thing. Now, one thing Twi has going on is these elevators. He's got some going up here, and he has future plans for going up there, and there's some to go to the basement. But these two are bubble elevators. This one's just a block of water. I'm not really sure what's going on with this one. I'm going to leave that alone. We go down here. We've got these two. Start down there and push our way up. So we're going to go all the way down to the basement. And, you know, we're just going to take, like that. Nothing too major, just now they go down instead of up. And we're done to the temple. With any luck, we'll get him a couple of times. I wonder if he'll be mad at me for that. Okay, so there's one more thing I really wanted to do. I've never built anything like this before, so it's going to be a little bit of trial and error. That's Al3kai, he's online right now. What he's talking about is that I had set up a bell over top of his temple, and it just goes off in intervals automatically. And he's saying he kind of likes it, so he thinks he's going to keep it, which is pretty cool. Okay, this next one, I've never actually built anything like this before, so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. but I think I'm up to the task. In case I did a little guessing check trying to get all that figured out, but I got it figured out now. I'm going to show you what I did. So hopefully he won't notice and just come running in, or, maybe falls in when he logs in. I could probably dig this out a little bit more. Maybe when he logs in, he'll just fall right in. Anyway, so then he gets pushed into this water system. Pushes him to and fro. And he's going, oh no, what has she done to me? And when he gets down to the bottom layer, there's a zombie waiting! Oh wait, it's just a head. Hopefully I can get this back from him, but it's no big deal. I've got lots of zombie heads. Then to get back out, I've got a little elevator here. And we're just going to throw in a little trap door so he can get out easier. Move that up one. Okay, we're going to move that to the other side. It's like that. Then he can just lower the trapdoor and get out. Like that. There. And then he's just underneath his wheat field. Just a little confusion, nothing too big, nothing harm. I got inspired watching the AFK machines on Hypixel for that one. So I think that's good for today. We got his nether portal covered in water. We put traps at 2 of the doors there. Plus there's a trap at that door for the anvil to fall on him. His bubble elevator's been replaced with down bubble elevators. We covered his starlight glimmer with black and orange. And we've created this little AFK inspired machine. Time will tell if he finds these and if he finds them funny. Twi, I will help clean up if you want. But thank you everyone for hanging out today. Have a good day, and we'll see you next time.